Welcome to Unicorn Straight No Chaser. As usual, I have my co-host with me, Center.
Everyone's favorite drink, tequila, here to bring you all things kinks and chaos.
And to my far left,
Tony Baloney, the queen of talking shit, because you know I'm always going to talk that shit.
I know that's right. And as always, I am your queen of extra, your salt and shenanigans, your diva of debauchery, and the official HBIC, Siren by Night. And before we get to the mess and the shenanigans, tequila segment, as usual, we're going to start with our mental health segment. And today we're talking about something that I feel like a lot of women do not discuss or may not be aware about, and that is the link between birth control and depression. And you men, y'all need to pay attention to that. Because when you run around talking about our hormones and our periods, and you don't know the first thing about what you're talking about, and when you are requesting us to get on birth control, you do not understand the hefty decision that comes with. So hormonal birth control contains either progesterone or estrogen. They prevent ovulation and the thickening of the cervical mucus. Non-hormonal birth control examples are copper IUDs, condoms, diaphragms, and sponges, right? Now, hormonal examples of birth control are the pill, the patch, the NuvaRing, the shot, also known as Depo, the implant, which is Nexplanon, a hormonal IUD, which the brand name would be Paragard. And that is a T-shaped implant that goes inside of the uterus. So all of these things are hormonal birth control, and all of them come with a huge, huge risk of side effects, okay? And the side effects are nothing to take lightly at all. So when women are taking their time to make decisions about what kind of birth control that they're going to use, you need to allow that, because what they ultimately decide on can affect them greatly. So some of the various risks that can come with different types of birth control are weight gain, pelvic inflammatory disease, loss of interest in sex, acne, increased bleeding, blood clots, perforation of the wall of the uterus, pain, migraines, breast pain, skin reactions, nausea, and the Nexplanon in particular can end up lost and get into your lungs, your chest, or your vital arteries. And of course, death.
Charles, you sound like mesothelioma. If you died, if you have this, and this, you may have a lawsuit.
100%. And a lot of people feel like, oh, these things rarely ever happen, but I've actually heard a lot of stories from women where they have experienced different things like this. When a woman uses hormonal birth control, it can change the natural levels of hormones in their body. It can cause their mental health to be affected. So you have all these things going on inside your body, medications you may already take. Now you're introducing these hormones into your body to prevent pregnancy, and it's only natural that it's going to be affected. Mood changes related to birth control have been reported since 1960. Okay, so that's when the pill really started to come into circulation, and immediately women started reporting having a change in how they feel every day. Depression is one of the most common reasons women stop using birth control. So I know for a fact that birth control can affect you, because my favorite, I'm gonna get a little emotional, used to be the patch. I love the fucking patch. I feel like I didn't have any problems. It didn't change my mood. It was easy to put on, take it off when it's time for my period to come on. But I suffer from migraines. I have high blood pressure, probably because these motherfuckers get on my nerves every day. Okay, but either way, I had that. So I was really struggling, going back and forth to the hospital, trying to get my blood pressure under control despite medication, and suffering with the migraines. And I can't even tell you the plethora of medications I went through trying to get my migraines under control. And I was on the phone with my nurse one day, and she was, reviewing my chart, and she's like, you take the, you use the patch? I'm like, yeah. She's like, take it off right now. And I was like, what do you mean?
Best thing ever happened to me.
How we fucking? But she really like, take it off right now. You don't got to come in the office enough to take it off right now because she was like,
localized.
The estrogen, that's more than likely what is causing your migraines and it's affecting your blood pressure and you also can have blood clots. So take that shit off right now.
They didn't know anything about that when you got on it? They just was like, what's going on?
Listen, all doctors are not good. Well, I have been using it. You gotta be mindful that I used it for years. I used it like since I turned like 20. Okay. And I had been using it for years. So, you know, they just like, use birth control, this is what I use, you know, until you start having issues from it. Right. And if you don't think to look for that, then you won't. And all doctors are not good doctors. Somebody had to get the C+, somebody had to get the D-. You know what I mean? And I very well could have gotten a blood clot or something like that. And now I'm dead. All because I wanted to be fucking. So, but
sometimes, you know, you try to be safe. You try to prevent pregnancy, you know?
All jokes aside, really. A lot of people probably don't even know that it is their birth control that's affecting their mood. And so it's really incumbent upon you to make sure that you have a good and thorough GYN or obstetrician in your life that is going to go over the mental health aspects with you. Because people, we go and we get a wellness check, right? Once a year. How often do they really talk to you about your mood?
No. They ask you like your base questions. Do you feel like hurting yourself? Are you in a place that is safe? That's pretty much it. Do you have anybody to talk to?
Well, my doctor is good.
Thorough.
Good.
Well, that's good.
She been my doctor since I was a child.
That's decent.
So, if y'all mind me asking, which birth control do y'all use, if any?
The pull-out method has been very, very good.
The grace of God.
The grace of the Lord and Savior.
I am the Son and the Holy Spirit.
I am on a pill, though. I am on a pill. But the pill was prescribed because I was having menstrual issues. Like I kept bleeding all the time. Like, so they gave me birth control to kind of regulate that situation. It did, I guess. It helped, you know, but
I'm on a pill, you know, for kind of those reasons too. But I was also on Depo, and Depo was like, I'm one of those women who had like a terrible experience with birth control. Depo, like I already had like crippling anxiety, and when I tell you the mood swings from the Depo, it was crazy.
Wow.
It made it so bad. It was to the point that I would be at work and I would just be like in the corner of my job, just holding back tears, about to burst out crying and trying to keep myself together. It was really terrifying. Wow. It completely stopped my period. It completely stopped my period. It got to the point that my doctor started to think that it was a dead baby inside me. Like I'd never been pregnant at the time, you know, like they had to do the whole, you know, the ultrasound to try and see what was going on in me. I had so many doctor's appointments. Even after I stopped, I did not get my period for a year. And it was bad because I had PCOS, you know what I mean? Like thyroid problems, hemorrhoid problems, you know, not hemorrhoid problems.
I said hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid problems. What is it called? What is it called? The stuff that make you do shit in the woman. The estrogen. You know I can't pronounce shit.
Not estrogen.
Hormones. That's what I meant.
Anxiety, you get the shit.
No, I just said hormone problems.
I said, do we get the shit?
Oh yeah, like you know, my hormones be going crazy, you know, from it. Like I grow it here and everything, like little spoony and shit. You know, it's hard for me to lose weight and everything. All that. So
that has been always had a bad reaction. A lot of people have bad, especially weight gain was like the major thing.
Listen, after I got off of it, I found out that that's what they give to pedophiles to stop their urges. Depo.
Really?
And I did not know that. And that's another thing that I noticed. My sex drive, cause child, I'm on top of every fucking thing, humping it. Right? My sex drive on fucking Depot, it went down completely. I didn't even know who I was. But I tell you, that shit was a fucking terror, a horrible experience.
Yeah.
It was a horrible experience.
Well, one of the main reasons why birth control affects the mood so much is because it depletes nutrients. So the nutrients that most birth control depletes is your B vitamins, which are needed for energy, metabolism, and brain fog. B6 for anxiety. Then you have CoQ10, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what that is.
That's what they call it.
CoQ10. Thank you. See, this is why I have my cook starter. That affects your headaches. Folic acid is red blood cells, and that affects your dizziness. Magnesium for anxiety and migraines. Zinc for PMS symptoms, and probiotics for gut and brain connectivity. Okay, so if you're depleting all these things from your system, they're not being adequately replaced. Definitely, that is going to affect your mental health. So I was lucky because for about 4 years, I wasn't in a relationship, so I wasn't having consistent sex, and I just was like, fuck it, if I can't use the patch, I'm not using anything because I'm not doing anything, frequent enough.
Have you tried anything else before? The patch you did.
Before I had the patch?
Yeah.
I tried the pill,
Okay,
and I am horrible.
It seems like that's the same thing that people talk about, like the pill you can't remember to take.
But child,
I never had a problem with it.
You know my memory. I remember to take my motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't remember nothing else, bitch. I remember not to get motherfucking pregnant. I remember to take a fucking pill.
But the remarkable thing about it is not being on anything for those 4 years, my migraines got better. And they improved, like to the point where I can't remember the last time I really had a classic migraine when I was having them all the time before. And so she was right. That patch was fucking me up. It really was fucking me up.
I was gonna try to get the patch one time in my life when I was a young child, but they sound too big. It's a weight requirement.
Yeah, there is a weight requirement.
I ain't never gonna get no IUD thing because that's scary as shit to me. IUD is scary as shit to me.
I heard that shit.
You gotta go up in there like, what? It's gonna do what? I don't like them.
IUD would be the Paragard, the T-shaped thing that they put in your implant into your uterus, and
that sounds scary as shit to me.
Yeah, that it can fall out, it can get lost inside you,
it can poke your partner,
it can perforate your the wall of your uterus, and like I said, result in death. So I don't know if y'all got the Paragard. Y'all let me know if y'all had kind of good results.
You know what I did try though? The one that's supposed to be 4 periods a year. It was like back when it first came out. I was like, oh,
I know what you mean.
It was a pill. I said 4 periods a year, bitch. I have it every month. Let me get that. Child, I bled the whole 4 months. That's why I don't really try a lot of different things because I know I'm gonna have an adverse effect in me. If I got double, I probably had a period the whole fucking.
If I had double, I probably would turn into a fucking Oompa Loompa.
Me too. Yeah.
And I don't have that. I gained so much weight. I was skinny for a long time. The moment I got on double and hit the other side of 25, that's when this shit started taking on. But the pill, like I said, I already had hormone problems and everything. Still evens it out. It's not too much.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I just feel like the man just gotta have a vasectomy because it's too much. It's too much. Like
it is a lot.
Because everything you have, you gotta take into account, like the medication that you already take. And I take medication for my migraines. I take medication for my anxiety. And I have to take those because y'all don't need smacking people. You know what I'm saying? So I need those in my life. But whatever I take, I need it to not affect those things. So
then nowadays you gotta take medication for everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a pill for everything.
So it's kind of scary because I know most people hear the Nexplanon, right, which is the rod in the arm and everything. But when I saw that it could travel to your chest, into your lungs, and other vital organs, I was just like, what the fuck? So it just goes missing. And then what they basically try to do is improve a way to find it in your body. How about let's improve the way that it shouldn't move from out of your motherfucking arm?
I remember a girl who broke hers just so she could get pregnant.
How you break it? How did you break it?
She read, but she said she broke it. She said it's Nick, and that's how she got pregnant. It's still in her arm when she was pregnant.
I don't want nothing implanted into my body. I will already imagine what could happen. So I'm a little. I don't want to say I don't think I have anxiety, but I definitely go a lot of shit in my head. So thinking of like the IUD, the next one, all that shit is being in my body. I would have already imagined this shit would travel to my brain or some shit. Like I already go.
You checking every day. You waking up like bitch, it's still there.
First of all, I don't even want to feel it. The fact that you touch it would stress me out. Like
I don't like that either. The fact that you touch it.
That's stressful.
Because I don't know if you can break it. I don't know if they're gonna tell the truth. But that's what I would think. Like if it was just sitting there,
you know, rub like you gonna touch it. I don't know.
And I'm picking shit too, so I already know.
I try to go
pulling the fuck out. Like, oh shit, you know.
But every time we hear sex, he just be like, all right,
it's safe.
All right.
Absolutely.
So then I was thinking probably like, all right, the new ring, because you know you can put it in, you take it out. It's kind of like the pitch in the way that you put it in, you take it out when it's time for your period.
I feel like you get blood clots in your vagina or something.
People still use diaphragms.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Like,
I also can't push it up there. So all of those things, the pills, all thing I do with it.
All I know is I'm not gonna lie, I hate condoms. I fucking hate condoms. No,
and you allergic, right?
I'm allergic to latex. Or you know, and they happened later on in my life. Somebody's about to die because I thought I had an STD. I didn't always have an allergy to latex, but I figured putting that shit in your body, eventually your body is like, all right, I'm sick of this. Mm-hmm. So that's number one. And then it's just, it decreases the sensation for me. Mm-hmm. And I already have a hard time orgasming, you know, from penetration and stuff. So, like, I don't need no help. I don't need no assistance. You know what I mean? So, like, your dick clean?
That's all we gonna say. All
Let me see the carpet. Let me see the carpet. And then we, you know, then we good. I don't sleep around, so either. I'm traumatized. I'm upset because I gotta pick something. Mm-hmm. I gotta pick something, and all of them, I feel like my vagina just gonna fall out while I'm walking down the street one day. Then what? What do we do about that? So how can we develop safer male birth control so that we put the burden on them?
Absolutely. Did you take your pill?
Right. I need the burden to be on them and their dick. Like, let their, you know, dick size decrease a little bit. Like, let them get all of these side effects that we get to do.
They don't give a fuck. That's
they don't give a fuck. They don't.
We care too much, and we want.
They don't want the burden, child. Like, listen, we can have a baby once a year. And then we can have a baby every fucking day.
But I need them to have to get an injection or a needle or something.
That would be good, especially if in a long-term relationship you don't want kids. Think about the relationship.
But the niggas that's out here,
I think this.
What's the next one? I rate. I'm gonna say.
I think this type of thing needs to be more talked about. Real, like, no, this is serious, man. They're like fucking rabbits out there, you know. Bitches, they be like single mothers with 2, 3, 4 kids. All right, but
they want you to get
your friend got
time.
Yeah, but your friend got about
that's way more than
they fucking mama.
Right.
They fucking animals out there.
Yeah, for sure.
So on top of the fact that you take the birth control and it may or may not affect your mood, right? Mm-hmm. It may cause the depression. You know, on top of that, you have to think about the side effects, and that causes a lot of anxiety because I don't know what's going to happen. This is supposed to stay in me for 3 years.
I don't want nothing in me for 3 fucking years.
And I got problems sticking stuff in me, so that Nuvaring, all that stuff.
You know what I'm saying? You get a splinter in your finger, your body gonna push it out eventually.
I feel like you'll be able to just be feeling it.
You know?
Well, sometimes women do report that when they use the Nuvaring that their partner is able to feel it in there. And I'm looking at it's about this big, and I'm just like, okay, you put it in there, it's collapsible, but then it's just like now I'm in there and I'm trying to find it and fit, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm in there and I'm trying to fish this shit out and stuff.
I'm always thinking like
you know, fucked up.
I just be feeling like maybe the mushroom tip won't pull it out. You know, like
you're right, maybe
it'll just like this. It'll just come right out. It'll come out with the ring right like motherfucker.
You know, you got the little bloom and it just pull out like this.
And it's like, ooh, baby. But so
and
supposedly
you got the
it
big
leaves. Supposedly, you can have it out for like 3 hours, and it doesn't affect the potency of it or whatever.
Because it's giving off.
But I need it in there. I
need
need it in there just after I climax. Like I need it to stay there. I need all the hormones stuff to come out and take the babies.
So with the NuvaRing, you leave it in for days, or you just leave it in right when you about to do it?
No, you leave it in there for like a week. Unless I have differently, you leave it in there for a week and you take it out. Like with the patch.
That's a little unsanitary.
Can you change it?
Because I feel like
you can take it out if you feel like it's uncomfortable. You can take it out for like 3 hours and then put it back in.
But I feel like y'all fucking. He come up in there, so the cum just gonna be like wrapped around and marinated.
That joint just dripping.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know the oven. You know what I'm saying? We push it out
like this.
But like that's something foreign. It's just going
like it
bending with it.
The hole in your vagina.
Yeah, it's like bloop. Ew, I don't like it. I don't like the thought of it.
It's like none of it is.
It's too much.
So now y'all see why I like the pants, because I just put it on and I took it off. And that was it. Like
I used to see people in hospitals with the patch on child. Like, oh, you fucking. Like that was just like, right? Like you just know that they fucking like you got a patch on child. You fucking like. I don't like the patch. Nah, give me a pill. I'm cool with the pill. I'm chilling.
But the pill is not as effective.
I've been living
pretty
good with it. I've been fine.
Knock
I
on wood,
I got one child, and I'm only gonna have one child.
Knock on wood. If I can
I'm
find
good.
some
No,
good so fucking far.
I'm thinking about the bleeding too. I don't want to bleed.
Like a
Oh, you want to go off?
No, what I'm saying is I don't want to. Like sometimes it increases your bleeding, right? So instead of you bleeding for 3 to 5 days,
The pill?
then you bleed for 16.
I guess it depends on
It's
how it
different
reacts to
types
your
of
body. Because I was going through something. Child, I kept bleeding.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was.
And that should be stressing me out.
But that was before I got on it. They gave it to me because they said they needed to regulate. There was something going on. Private hormones out of whack, and that's why I was bleeding so much. But that was pissing me off. I couldn't even penis. I was upset.
So y'all never run red lights?
I mean, not really. We have, but I don't like it. You don't like it. You don't like it.
I mean, I get it.
I'm heavy. Like I'm a heavy. The shit is too much. It's not cute.
It's just massacre, blood everywhere.
I don't want red light. I'm leaving blood ties. It's hard on the blood child.
Blood ties, right?
I need you to get up away from me.
That was explain a lot of issues in my life.
Leave me alone. When I'm done.
Well, you definitely put the motherfucker in the freezer.
Okay.
That's a witch tip.
It's power in the blood. It's power in the blood. You better use it on the right one. You stalking me, child.
Oh Lord. Well, I ain't playing with it, but it shit happens. So now, men with penises. That's funny. Men with penises. I said what I said in the day. Penis people.
No, it's right. Because I'm transgender man. So you're correct.
I am correct. Thank you for that. People with penises, okay? I need you to understand and be supportive to your woman.
Breeding people with penises.
Please be understanding. It's a lot of things that go into it. We have our periods. We have birth control issues. We have to give birth. Then when you're older and you feel like all this shit is supposed to be over, then you gotta fucking go through menopause. You know what I mean? It's just like a never-ending situation. There's always something.
Nothing happens. Y'all be fucking at 60 still making babies. Like, I don't got time for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all can just live your life and fuck and be fine.
I mean, they claim that men have midlife crisis.
They ain't got shit to do. They did. Their penis is nice and
wait.
and like sexual dysfunction, but it's still not. That's nothing. That's nothing better shit you go do. That's why I don't care.
For them, it is when they dick won't work.
But that's all they got going on.
I mean, you can't put too much on it, right? ED, that's about it, I think.
They got some shit, but a lot of it is psychological. Like, it be like dumb stuff. We be having shit happen to us. Like, this is happening to us for no fucking reason. Like, and it's gonna continue to happen until we go through menopause, and then we gonna be pissed off having hot flashes. I'm upset.
So let us smack you. Take that smack. I'm not saying you're supposed to be abused, but I need you to understand.
We going through shit.
Yeah, understand what's going on internally inside. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Watch that video of how she is to get this birth control in her. Like,
and if you don't want to understand or don't try to understand, go protect your fucking self and don't get mad when you get a bitch pregnant.
I know that's a book, right?
Protect your fucking self.
Vasectomies are real. Vasectomies are a thing.
It's
a little snip.
You don't even know what's going on.
In office procedure versus us having a major surgery like getting our tubes tied. That is a major surgery.
And versus cesarean. That's a major surgery.
Right.
Break this shit up.
Yeah, we go through a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna make a decision. I don't know yet. I don't know. I feel like I just want to try to catch again and see if I'm able to get. I know they're not gonna let me, but I feel like I just want to smuggle some. You know what I mean? As far as the pregnancy part,
it worked.
That shit fucking works. Mm-hmm. It worked. Let me tell y'all, I put that patch to the test. Okay, I put it to the test. I had an 11-year streak of it working right until I started fucking up and saying, well, let me keep it on the extra week. You know, I was doing some shenanigans. But other than that, it worked. So I'm pro patch. And I might just hit the fucking take ibuprofen every day. Because I'm afraid of that other shit. I don't know what to tell you.
You definitely need to talk to your doctor about it.
I have.
That's how I got off the.
I have, but they you know, they placate you. Oh, it's not gonna happen. Only 5% of people, you know, just get out my face. I might wake up dead.
Let them know when it's an adverse effect too. Like, I've been really depressed lately ever since I started. Kind of take note of your mental health and how you feeling once you start your medication, because that could really change everything. You might just need a different kind or a different method. So
I might just make sure to get away with some shit too. You know, I just started this birth control.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you died.
I don't know what
happened. I blacked out. Oh, it's all hazy.
That's why I'm good. You know, somebody
that's good.
You know,
that's good. Lucky.
I'm gonna start going to my girlfriend gave me this information. Like, it's all black.
Okay.
You know, GYN office. They get doulas and stuff like that.
Oh,
I'm like, well, maybe, you know, I can eat some mangoes.
Like some holistic stuff.
Yeah, maybe I can put a mango seed up there or something and absorb all the fucking sperm out of there after he had sex with me. That's all. I don't fucking know. Fruit of the earth.
Do not stick seeds up your vagina.
If I message y'all, I tell y'all I'm in the hospital.
Then we tell you I stick shit up there.
Child. It was worth a motherfucking try. I'm still alive. Better than this fucking ride traveling like the magic school bus through my motherfucking body.
I'm freaking up.
Oh, God. Now, let's move on to some more shenanigans. Tokyo, what's inside the box today?
All right, let me go into my handy dandy. So we're going to talk about erotophobia. Okay, so phobia, as we all know, is a fear of something. So erotophobia is the rare but very serious fear of the female vagina. So we just talk about vaginas, things that go up there, in there, things of that nature. And for some people, it's absolutely terrifying. So the symptoms of this fear vary from person to person, but may include exposure to female genitalia can cause dizziness, increased heart rate, chest pain, weakness, and panic attacks.
Chest pain.
Even seeing pictures of the female genitalia can cause these effects. Now hear me out.
Chest pain.
Listen, hear me out. The vagina is a little scary though. Vaginas look crazy to me. Like when I look at a vagina, like say, like I don't know what this is, just this fleshy thing here, right?
Not fleshy.
It's kind of creepy.
You don't like the way vaginas look?
No, absolutely not. They're fucking ugly to me.
Like
They look like the Venus flytrap.
Yes.
Little shop of horrors.
Yes. That's what it looks like.
Feed.
That's what it. I mean, I'm not afraid of vaginas. I'm not scared. But
Like he ain't gonna raise me first.
Right? Not like, but it's creepy. It's a little creepy. Like imagine somebody see this thing and be like, and not know what it is. Like I don't know what this is. It's a picture of something that's like that is fucking terrifying. On a big screen, it's just a whole pussy's head. That's creepy.
So have you looked at your own?
I have. I don't like it.
You don't like the way your own?
My vagina's adorable.
Now,
I mean, it's just creepy.
I don't know. People tell me that it is, but in my mind, you know, it looked like roast beef hoagie from Ricci Brothers. You know, with everything is like no. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I mean, like everything we're supposed to be at, I guess. Like I don't know. I don't want to look at it. Like I have no interest in being like, I don't care. I don't. It's dark skin. Like I don't know what's going on here.
You said it's like, are you racist? Are you racist?
It's always dark skin. It don't fit my skin tone. Like I don't understand what's going on. But I mean,
I think
the only thing
I'm
I'm cool with is that it's all inside. It's all together. It's all cool. You know what I'm saying? I get like my lip seams poking out, but like that. It's nice and packaged. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't cute. I ain't gonna sit there and be like, it's vagina is so cute. No, it's not. It's gonna suck something in there. It's gonna devour something.
It's fucking adorable. Maybe when I was single, I used to take pictures and send it to every fucking body.
Absolutely not.
Be like, come look at this.
You know why? She didn't have any children, and so a pre-child vagina is different from an after-child. You know what I mean? Like I have an experienced actress between my legs. You know what I'm saying? She's a Grammy Award winner. She's an EGOT.
Oh,
that's what I got with her. She has a novice, an amateur actress between hers. So she's still young, fertile, and nubile, Marilyn Monroe, if you will. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I got Cicely Tyson. Well respected, seasoned, gets the job done.
This vagina ain't never gonna have no fucking baby. But yeah, my shit cute.
I just don't find them cute.
Little tummy poking out.
Like I don't understand how people put their face on it in there. Like I just don't get it. I enjoy the things that happen. She's very, she gets pleased very easily. But could do without it. If I don't ever have to look at it again, I'll be perfectly content. Don't like them. I'm not afraid of them. But don't come near me. Put your words. It's gonna eat me alive. So this phobia, the psychological reasoning behind why people may develop this phobia, is due to past tragedies, actually, which has an impact on their life. So you start to fear things related to that tragedies. For example, if a man is sexually assaulted by a woman and they are exposed to our genitalia.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Inappropriate.
I'm listening. Please ignore my face.
I want to know what the
I thought it just went through my head because you said the little shop of horrors, and I was like, see more.
I'm like, girl, you got to clarify it.
Because now I just see the Venus flytrap just coming up. Yeah, like I agree. I feel like that's what they said.
Okay.
Pussy lips.
You gotta say it. You can't just chuckle at it.
I was trying to control it.
Appropriate time.
Yeah,
we know each other. So I get where she's coming from. I knew it wasn't, which y'all probably didn't know. No. But like I said, for example, if a man is sexually assaulted by a woman and is exposed to their genitals, he may have a memory of that incident, and that might cause some type of phobia against the actual vagina instead of the person, or you know what I mean. So that makes sense. There's a lot of people that stuff happened to them growing up, and they attribute it to a certain body part or a certain thing instead of the horrible person that did it. So that is kind of the reason some people have this phobia. And I feel like some people might have it strictly for what I said. It looks crazy. The treatment for it is basically counseling. You get counseling, you get therapy about it. I know this can be pretty hard for people because, you know what I'm saying, they probably want to be fucking, and they, as soon as they ready to put it in, it's like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? The fears might be
I'm
too
just trying
great.
to figure out how you do counseling for.
Because the flow is a fear.
So do you like keep showing them pictures like?
So I was about to tell you. So exposure therapy is one. So you expose them to vaginas, maybe different looking vaginas, different pictures, photos. Shit, you might have just come over and open her legs. You don't know what they do in these therapy.
Like,
but
stick your finger in the hole.
See, it's not killing you.
Taste it.
Take a lick. Right. So exposure therapy, expose them to their fear. So with any phobia, a lot of counseling and therapists will do those type of things. Expose you to your fear and realize it's not going to kill you. You know. Now, shockingly,
It's not going to kill you.
It's not. It won't kill you.
It's just a little pussy.
It's not as horrible as you may seem. It may seem like, I don't know, vaginas. Okay, like lesbians, right? Like
they love them.
They love them, right? And that's crazy. I can't imagine. Like I had one. I ain't really too fond of the drone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they are attractive. So
well, all dicks not attractive either.
They not. But I can accept them.
No, but you like Earthworm Jim. Like, y'all never seen this show?
No. Not Earthworm Jim.
Y'all have no idea. There's so many things going on visually in my head right now. I don't know why, but I be dreaming about vaginas too.
Some people actually did shock therapy, which shock therapy is ridiculous anyway, but some people get that for this situation. Actually, women have this too.
So they're afraid of their own vagina.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. But the problem is they are fear of like touching it and stuff like that.
That's where the nasty people that need to wear underwear come from.
Scared to touch your pussy.
The only difference is between like men having this and women is women will face their fears way more than men because we have one. We have to come in contact with, we have to watch it, we have to deal with it. So they will kind of watch it. Like, so you said
no, I said they gotta watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta deal with your vagina. So even though you might not like it or
they the women
whatever,
they gotta water on it.
Yeah.
Child.
A little sprinkle with a little water.
How do you walk around with something between your legs you're afraid of?
That's
a
scary.
lot.
That's scary.
I mean,
especially if you're petrified.
She said some of this caused by trauma, so.
Yeah, trauma can cause.
Yeah, I've been imagining it.
Yeah. Which is sad.
That's hard.
Fucking awful.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard life.
It is. It is.
Cause I think vagina are nice.
I mean,
you got to be gay.
You can't.
I just like being a woman. I just like everything about being a woman.
I like being a woman too, but I know all vaginas are not pretty.
I see some pornos. It was like
I seen some little vaginas. Some real wrinkly,
crazy looking ones. Like what? That.
She might be seasoned. She might be an EGOT. Especially if she a porn star, like if she in the fisting and stuff like that. I mean, I would imagine that's a whole other level. You know, there's a lot going on down there. But my main thing is the function. And I'm functioning at A1 level, so I'm all right. You know, I ask questions because I need a resume. You know, you never know. So as long as it's working at, peak performance levels, I'm all right.
So if y'all suffer from erotophobia, please seek out some counseling. Exposure therapy may be the best way to help you guys. Just figure out the vagina.
So do we have people that volunteer to just show their vaginas to people and help them? Let me help you out. Look.
Like here's the model. Drop your towel. Look at it.
Put that leg up.
Look at it. Take your 2 fingers and spread it apart.
You just want to do a slideshow. Vaginas from around the world. You tell me, maybe you might like a South African one opposed to a Swedish one. Let me know. Here's the variety.
Someone's
hairless, a full bush, a low cut season with a DJ.
My question is, it's called Euro what?
Phobia.
Europhobia, and that's only for vaginas. That don't include penises in that name.
No.
Cause I just figured out like it would be called called vagina phobia or something. Or
Vaginal phobia.
Vaginal phobia.
I will look up the fear of penises though.
Like penal phobia.
Mm-hmm.
Then you
Philophobia or something, right? Like
I used to be scared of it. That's what you say when you're court, on your graduation day. You know what I mean? You just have a dick sitting there and you just used to be scared. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, just seek help, please.
But I'm gonna need you to work on your love of your vagina.
Yeah.
If you don't like nobody else's, you need to love the way yours.
I mean, she cool. Like she. I mean, I don't hate her. I just don't need to look at her all the time. She ain't cute. I don't know. I don't find her cute. But you know, other people like this. So I
Maybe if
appreciate
you go
that.
get like vajazzle, you know, they could little
Child, first of all, you already did fuck me up with the wax situation. Shit.
Oh yeah,
She's sensitive. Okay, she's sensitive.
You call it shake?
Her the wax.
I thought you called it pussy
No.
shake. I said,
No,
why
she's
would you call it
sensitive.
pussy shake?
Y'all don't get waxed. I don't know what is wrong with these women, but that shit hurt.
It was not
No,
bad.
it's
Well,
good for
man.
your skin.
Not for me.
Shaving and all that stuff irritates your skin.
Well, you know, Cicely Tyson plays the German truth, so she's really tough. We've been through some things.
You're right.
Anyway, I don't know about her, but try getting. If you've never been waxed before, try it at least one time, and then you can say whether or not it's for you. You won't know unless you try it. I don't really like looking like a pre-adolescent, child or anything. I need a little something to let people know I'm grown. Just enough, just a hint. You know what I'm saying?
I would suggest if you have PCOS like I do, get waxed because I know that hair is uncontrollable and it grows really fast. No, because
think of a chia pet.
No, I mean technically. Am I gonna lie? I mean, you have PCOS, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know you a hairy ass bitch. Okay, I know you a hairy ass bitch. You don't have to tell me.
Shout out to hairy ass bitch.
It's just because I know how it is to keep up with shaving and taking the hair away. It's just best not to damage your skin. You know what I mean? So just see what you can take, like Gina said. Just see what you can take. But if you have PCOS and you don't want hair, like I don't want hair, then it helps.
To each your own. Some people like a bush. Some people like a landing strip. Some people like to be slick and clean and bald. Like the day they was born. It don't matter to me. It's whoever you loving. You and them. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? As long as you wash, that's the only necessity.
It's all about how you want your pussy because ain't nobody gonna tell me how to keep my motherfucking pussy. You get this pussy however the fuck I give it to you. Alright? If I choose to get a wax, then you're lucky. If I choose not to, then you get it how I get it.
Oh my God.
Figure it out. Niggas don't shave their dick for you.
Now you ain't never fucking lie about that. A lot of y'all do not.
Okay.
What they call that manscaping.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all don't, and we be down there licking balls,
Okay.
teabagging, and licking the taint. I mean,
You know what I'm
some of y'all don't, but I'm just saying that I give you full service.
Like, what am I working so hard for? And you ain't trying to shave your fucking dick.
And then I gotta be like,
I don't know if I
But I don't know.
I'm
Trying to be sexy and choking it.
we appreciate a little grooming too.
You know, you get this pussy, I'll give it to you.
And on that note, thank you so much for joining us today. You definitely can find us running wild, acting a fool every Sunday, as well as our nightcap every Wednesday at 7:00, where we talk about social media driven topics, pop culture. We talk about your fucking faves that we probably don't like. That's all right. Come and watch us anyway. You definitely will be finding us at HNIC Con, which is coming up Juneteenth weekend. So for more information about that, you definitely want to follow all Head Nerds in Charge platforms, follow their website, and follow Unicorn Straight No Chaser on all of our platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of that, okay? So stay tuned for updates about HNIC Con. It's definitely something that you don't want to miss. It's something for the culture, first time ever. And you want to be part of history. Why wouldn't you be? So thank you for joining us for education, a laugh, and a heavy pour.
Bye.